The crack of ice against the dining table was the shot no one else heard. It was 3:47 p.m. My brother, Liam, didn't drop his whiskey glass. He lowered it with deliberate, theatrical slowness over my 7-year-old daughter's sketch. Maya had spent all weekend on that charcoal portrait of her grandmother, her small fingers smudged black, her concentration absolute. Now, amber liquor and melting ice cubes drowned her careful lines, puckering the paper into a muddy, obliterated ruin. "The real world isn't an art gallery, kiddo," Liam announced, his voice slick with false warmth. He finished the drink, plunking the empty glass down on the soggy center of the portrait. "Clutter needs clearing." My Aunt Carla, perched on the armchair, snorted. "Consider that your first seminar in resilience. Free of charge." A ripple of uncomfortable chuckles followed. My dad offered a weak smile, a peacekeeper's reflex. My nephew snickered. Maya didn't cry. She folded in on herself, her small frame pressing into the chair back as if willing it to swallow her whole. She was practicing disappearance. In that suffocating silence, I saw the phantom leash click around her throat, the same one I dragged for 31 years. The one that taught you to make your hurt quiet and your presence convenient. My daughter was learning to fawn, to offer her dignity up as a sacrifice to the room's comfort. She was learning to be me. The cold clarity that washed over me wasn't anger. It was an audit. And I was done settling accounts on a loan I never signed for. I pushed my chair back. The screech against the hardwood killed the last of the laughter. I didn't look at the mess. I walked to stand between Liam and my daughter. "A living barricade, you liked that?" I said. My voice was steady, devoid of heat. "You enjoyed the destruction. It made you feel powerful." Liam waved a dismissive hand, already turning to refill his glass at the sidebar. "Lighten up, Elise. It's a piece of paper. I'm doing her a favor. The world doesn't reward daydreamers." Before I could speak, my mother, Patricia, fluttered into the space, a wad of paper towels in her grip. She didn't go to Maya. She began dabbing frantically at the table's varnish. "It's just a spill, everyone." Liam's so clumsy in his excitement. "We'll get you a new sketch pad, Maya, a professional one." Her eyes darted to me, wide with silent pleading. "Don't rock the boat. It's a holiday." In that moment, I saw her not as a peacemaker, but as a curator. She curated the illusion of a perfect family, and she used the compliant, me, now Maya, as the currency to buy it. "See," Liam drawled, emboldened. "She needs thicker skin. You're coddling her." Then my father, Robert, rose. He moved with the heavy, final gravity of a bridge cable snapping. He didn't speak. He walked to the hutch, removed a small wooden box, and returned to the head of the table. From it, he drew a simple, worn platinum band, his wedding ring. For 42 years, it had never left his finger. He worked it off, the motion strained, then held it aloft over the whiskey-soaked wreck of Maya's art. He let it fall. It landed with a definitive thud in the center of the ruin. "I am done," he said, his gaze locked on my mother, funding this charade. The room froze. Liam barked a nervous laugh. "What? You're divorcing Mom over a kid's doodle? That's pathetic." Robert ignored him. From his briefcase by the door, he retrieved a slim, gray metal lockbox. He set it on the table with a sound that echoed. "I am a forensic accountant, Liam," he stated, his tone clinical. "My job is to follow the money and find the truth it hides." He flipped the box open. Inside were not sentimental items, but spreadsheets, bank records, and clipped documents. 3 years ago, you needed $15,000 for a venture capital pitch. 2 years ago, it was $9,500 for emergency surgery for a dog you never had. My mother's face was chalk. "Robert, not here. This is family. This is family business," he cut in, his voice rising. He lifted a single, tri-folded document. "But the largest withdrawal was $212,000. You told me it was for a distressed property flip. A sure thing." He unfolded the paper. It was a police report. The truth is, 18 months ago, Liam left a bar drunk and totaled his car into a storefront. Then he fled. That money wasn't for an investment. It was to pay off the property owner, to bury the police report, to buy a silence so deep it nearly bankrupted our future. The vacuum in the room was absolute. Liam's arrogance shattered, revealing the petrified core beneath. It was an accident. Mom helped me. That's what family does. No, Robert said, closing the box. Family doesn't bankrupt itself to protect one member from the consequences of their cruelty. Your mother was your accomplice. And this house, he said, sweeping a hand around the lake cabin, is in my name alone. You have 1 hour to leave. All of you. I'm selling it to reclaim what was stolen. Robert then looked at Liam, who was fumbling with his phone, his thumb jabbing at a banking app, and as of 20 minutes ago, every shared account, every credit card, every line of credit I could legally freeze is frozen. Your power, my father said, his words measured and final, was always subsidized. The subsidies have ended. He walked to the front door and opened it. A gust of rainy wind invaded the still room. Liam stared, first at our Aunt Carla, who looked away, then at our weeping, helpless mother, and finally at me. Elise, he whispered, the plea raw. You're my sister. Say something. I looked from his terrified face to my daughter, who was watching, wide-eyed, from her chair. I saw the ghost of that invisible leash beginning to fray. The rain's getting heavier, I said, my voice calm in the storm. You should go. 8 months later, the air in my dad's new loft is light. Sun streams across a broad work table where he teaches Maya how to stretch canvas. The foundation is everything, kiddo, he explains, guiding her small hands. A strong foundation means what you build on it is safe and can last. Maya nods, her focus complete, her smile easy and unburdened. There is no flinching here. My mother lives in a rented apartment, sending emails full of blame that I delete unread. Liam is a manager at a big box warehouse. His entrepreneurial brand evaporated along with the funds that fueled it. He faces realities he spent a lifetime evading. We broke the family to save each other. It was a violent, costly renovation. But as I watch my father's patient hands steady my daughter's and see her own hands, sure and steady, grip the frame, I know the cost was the bargain of a lifetime. We traded a gilded cage for an open sky. And we are finally, undeniably free.